Welcome to Storytime with Innovation Youth. This story is called The Tin Soldier. Once upon a time, there lived a child who had a lot of toys. The child kept his toys in his room and spent many happy hours every day playing with them. One of his favorite games was the battle with the tin soldiers. He arranged the little toy soldiers in their respective ranks and fought imaginary battles. When the boy received the soldiers as a present, he noticed that one of them had been made by mistake with just one leg. Despite the missing limb, the boy placed the little mutilated soldier in the front lines, encouraging him to be the most valorous of all the little soldiers. The child did not know that at night the toys became animated and talked between themselves. It often happened that when lining up the soldiers after playing with them, the little boy would forget about the little tin soldier without a leg and left him with all the other toys. It was thus that the little metal soldier got to talk to a pretty tin ballerina. Ooh. A great friendship was born between the two, and pretty soon the little soldier fell in love with the ballerina. But the nights went by quickly, and he did not find the courage to declare his love to her. When the child played with the soldiers and positioned him in the front lines, the little soldier hoped that the ballerina would notice his courage in battle. And in the evening, when the ballerina asked the soldier if he had been afraid, he proudly answered, "No." But the loving stares and sighs of the little soldier did not go unnoticed by the Jack-in-the-Box. One night, the Jack-in-the-Box said to the little soldier, "Hey, you! Don't look at the ballerina like that." The poor little soldier was confused, and he blushed, but the kind ballerina cheered him up. "Don't listen to him. He's ugly and jealous. I'm very happy to talk to you," she said, blushing too. The two little tin figurines were both too shy to speak of their love. One day they were separated. The boy picked up the tin soldier and placed him on the windowsill. "You stay here and watch for the enemy," he said, and then the boy played inside with the other soldiers. It was summer, and in the days that followed, the soldier remained on the windowsill. But one afternoon there was a sudden storm, and a strong wind shook the windows. The little soldier fell head first off the windowsill. His bayonet stuck into the ground. It kept raining, storming, and pretty soon the rain formed big puddles, and the gutters were full. A group of boys in the nearby school waited for the storm to end, and when it stopped raining hard, they ran outdoors. Joking and laughing, the boys hopped over the bigger puddles, while two of them cautiously walked next to the wall so that the sprinkling rain wouldn't wet them. These two boys noticed the little tin soldier stuck in the earth. "Too bad he has just one leg. Otherwise, I'd take him home with me," one of the boys said. And the other boy picked him up and put him in his pocket. "Let's take him anyway," he said. "We could use him for something." On the other side of the street, the gutter was overflowing, and the current carried a little paper boat. "Hey, let's put the little soldier in the boat," said the boy who had picked him up. And so the little soldier became a sailor. The whirling gutter flowed into a sewer, and the little boat was carried down the drain. The water in the underground sewage was deep and muddy. Big rats gnashed their teeth as the vessel and its unusual passenger flowed by. The boat was soaked and about to sink, but the little soldier, who had faced far greater battles, was not afraid. The water of the sewer then flowed into the river, and the little boat, now overturned, was swept by the high waves. The little tin soldier realized his end was near. After the paper boat was wrecked, he sank in deep waters. 1,000 thoughts went through his mind, but one in particular made him worried. "I will never see my sweet little ballerina again." But a huge mouth swallowed the little tin soldier, and once again his destiny took an unexpected turn. The little soldier found himself in the stomach of a large fish who had been lured by the glittering colors of his uniform. The fish, however, did not even have time to digest his meal, because shortly after he swallowed him, he was caught in the net of a fisherman. Shortly after that, the gasping fish ended up in a big basket and was brought to the market. Meanwhile, a cook was on her way to the market. She worked in the very same house where the little soldier used to live. "This fish will be perfect for tonight's guests," the cook said when she saw the big fish on the fish market's counter. The fish ended up in her kitchen, and when the cook slit its belly to clean it, she found the little tin soldier. "This looks like one of our boy's toy soldiers," she thought, and ran to the boy to show him her discovery. "That's right! It's my soldier," the little boy cheered when he recognized the one with the missing leg. "I wonder how he got into the fish's belly. Poor soldier! He must have gone through a lot of trouble since he fell off the windowsill." The little boy placed the soldier on the mantel right next to his sister's ballerina. The amazing ways of destiny had once again reunited the two lovers. The little soldier and the ballerina were very happy to be close to each other. At night they talked about what had happened after their separation. But the ill disposition of fate had another surprise in store for them. One day, a gust of wind lifted the heavy drape of the window and hit the ballerina, who fell into the fireplace. The little soldier saw his friend fall into the fireplace, and he was afraid. He knew a fire was lit because he could feel its warmth. He was desperate, conscious of not being able to do anything to save the ballerina. In fact, fire is the greatest enemy of tin figurines because it melts their metal. Rocking back and forth on his one leg, the little soldier tried to move the metal base under his feet that held him in place. He kept trying to move until he fell into the fire as well. The two figurines were reunited in their misfortune. They were so close to each other now that their metal bases began melting together. The tin of one base melted with the metal of the other, and the metal strangely molded into the shape of a
love heart.
Yeah. As their bodies were about to begin melting as well, the little boy went by the fireplace and saw the two figurines enveloped by the flames and moved them away from the blaze with his foot. Ever since, the soldier and the ballerina have been melted close to each other, sharing their destiny and a common base shaped like a heart.
Say bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.